everyone, and welcome back to the Danger Club live show from Paizocon. We are halfway through our adventure, or the live section of our adventure, telling the story of Beelzeboob Bigsby III, leading an intrepid group of unstoppable heroes into the precipice quarter of Absalom to try and stop them. Let's remind ourselves who our unstoppable heroes are. James Lockhart, who are you playing today?
I am playing the willowy and very graceful Barnval Snoots.
Barnval Snoots.
Yes.
Colin Hubbard, who are you now playing?
I'm playing the last war survivor, frilled lizard folk, Shmee Shleem.
Shmee Shleem, that would be easy. Drummond Bowskill, who are you playing?
I am playing the angry Dr. Horace Sowers Malloy.
Dr. Horace Sowers Malloy. And Scott, who are you playing for us?
I am playing the untouchable and resourceful Pearl Diver, Creevy McDuggan.
Pearl Diver sounds like an excellent burlesque name.
Pearl Diver.
Yeah.
That's right. Got a pearl, I'm going to die for it.
Well, let's jump straight back into our adventure, shall we? Let's pick things up. So we left off with you all. I'm really sorry. I'm going to take this glittery jacket off. It was very fancy, but my God, it's so warm.
You did say
You're
it was
selling
gonna
us
be
with
too
your
hot.
chest.
Yeah, there we go.
It's a planned reveal. It was a planned reveal. See the logo there? See the logo there? Oh, yeah. See that?
Oh no, it's not there. I didn't
Beastie
get that
Boys.
tattoo. I forgot the tattoo.
You can't buy those T-shirts. We're really bad at doing our own merch. We pick up with you entering the Tri-Towers Yard Academy, an old school, long since abandoned, in the middle of a rainstorm, with thunder and lightning crashing above, in which nothing bad ever happened in such a place as this. On the other side, if you can make it through the school building, then on the other side, you'll be a little closer to Beldrin's Tower, which you can signal Grandma Boots, the Archmage, the Archlord of Nex, and Beelzebub's friend, who may be able to get you out of this terrible, terrible situation. We pick things up with you traipsing through the water, through the rain, in the yard of the school, where you find a door that is hanging off its hinges, a wooden door that is creaking in the wind. What would you like to do, great heroes?
Right. Now let us go inside this definitely empty school and get on the other side.
Oh, can I go first? I can't wait to take a look. It's just so run down. I love it.
Yes.
It's why
Now, hold on there.
don't
Don't
you
you-
first.
I
No,
feel
just
like
let him go. He wants to go. It is fine.
Oh, I do. Do you not love it here? I love it here. I come from Hermia, which is the island
I-
of perfect. And it's just, this place is so wonderfully awful.
I have lost everything, so I don't mind. It is nice.
Oh, how delightfully tragic. And I push open the door.
I thought you say, and I push him.
Push him over.
Into the fire.
I feel like I want James's character to meet Dark Anna.
They've probably gone quite well, yeah.
They'd be very good friends, or bitter, bitter enemies. You push open the door, and there is a rain-soaked corridor stretching away from you that leads further into the school. It is eerily quiet in here, even though the rain sort of hammers down. Once you step into the room, the floorboards feel kind of damp and slightly soft underfoot, and there is a sort of foul smell coming from somewhere beneath you, from the lower levels. You can't quite put your finger on it, but it's sort of smell of sewage seems to be coming from below somewhere. But everything is very, very quiet, and there are long shadows everywhere. There are no lights in here, so if any of you cannot see in the dark, you will be struggling a little in here. Everyone runs to their character sheets.
Yes.
character sheet.
Well, we might have a few. Nope.
I've got low light vision. How's that work for you?
But I can't see a bean. Can anyone see anything? Oh, wait. I can produce a flame. Poof. And I
Hey, no,
produce a
don't do
flame.
that. You disturb.
What? No, look, I want to look better, please.
The first rule of nighttime fishing is that you ignite a flame, all right, and it attracts the squids when you're looking for bass, all right? You want a squid on your face, you ignite a flame. They go towards light, you ninny. I don't expect you landlubbers to know that.
Do you think there's a squid in the school?
There could be.
Oh, how wonderful. Let's find it. I want to see it.
Have you ever seen a squid up close? Have you?
No, I haven't. No.
More
It looks like
horrifying
that-
than you can possibly imagine.
Looks like this.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Let's find one. Come on. So I'm going to walk off into school.
You walk over to school holding a ball of fire. Produce flame is an attack spell as well, so you're just not throwing this incredibly dangerous ball of fire.
Ha!
Casting flickering shadows everywhere. Can I get perception checks from all of you, please, as you make
you
your way
can.
through
Of
this
course you
dark
can.
Maybe.
Oh, it's a natural 20, darling. 23.
23.
I'm
9.
looking so hard.
9.
6.
6.
Oh no, sorry. 10.
Okay.
Didn't realize it's +5.
18.
18. That's pretty good. So 18s and above, I think that's just Scott and James as you're making your way through, looking at all of the shadows on the walls as you make your way, the flickering shadows on it. You notice that there seems to be one shadow too many on the walls of all of you. You count the 5 of you, but you count 6 shadows, and you see that there is a 6th shadow walking alongside all of you.
I didn't know squid could walk.
1,
That's amazing.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Someone's
What?
with us, boy.
There's one too many shadows in here. And you
It's
know what
Cliff
that?
Richard.
What's that?
Unless someone's been like burned up against the wall, and they've been like.
Oh,
because
you
they
mean
were-
the famous philosophy, the cave painting? If you can see the light and the shadows cast behind you, but you're not looking directly at it, as was presupposed by a philosopher that I heard one time in Avestan. Do you mean that one?
No, I just mean that the ashes are burned onto the wall.
Oh, right, I see. Well, probably not. Creevy McDuggan goes, emboldened by the previous encounter and completely in faith that Beelzeboob will just nuke anything that comes our way, goes, show yourself, be ye squid or be ye salty bass.
The shadow, one of the shadows, the smaller shadow, turns and just runs away along the wall, just runs away from you. You can't see anything casting the shadow. It runs off and around a corner, and you hear a little girl's laughter once it gets around the corner.
You scared it away.
There's a child here.
No.
And Horace runs directly after thinking there's a child that needs help.
Well, I didn't know squid sounded like little girls.
And
I'm learning so much about squid
Good
right now.
work,
I'm so
mister.
excited.
You scared that thing off.
right, and I
But now we've
don't...
got to go after our friend who's just gone after it. So.
Do
Yes.
we? Do we? Creevy McDuggan looks very firmly in Beelzeboob's eyes and the rest and goes, do we have
Yes,
to do that?
You're right.
I
Let's
do-
leave him behind and carry on.
Well, I do rather want to see the squid.
Look, look, Snoots.
You said
It's
it
not
was a
necess-
squid.
I
Look,
didn't say it was
Yes.
necessarily a squid. I said I've never
you
seen
said
a
it was a squid.
You've
said
never
it-
seen a squid, mate. You've
No.
never seen a squid up
I
front.
haven't seen a squid, and that's why I want to see this squid.
It's not. What if it's just a creepy girl shadow squid?
Look,
Is that? Well, I want to
he-
see it.
it's someone for himself.
Every squid for itself. Yes.
Yes.
You
Shall
heard
we-
Beelzeboob. It's every someone for themselves.
Well, look, darlings, I think we should go after the medic because he's gone, and he's been gone for quite some time now because we've been talking here, and we might never see the squid, and I want to see the squid.
Look, whoever has created this horrible shadow thing wants us to go in there and fight it. But we should do the opposite thing and disappoint those people. All of those people that decided to create this thing.
Creevy stands by Beelzeboob and goes, right, that's right. That's right, that is. I've seen you sailed a ship before, Beelzeboob.
Yeah.
It might not be dangerous. Should we see what Horace is doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Horace, you run off round the corner after the shadow and after the sound of laughter, and as you reach the end of the corridor, there's like a collapsed trapdoor, or just a broken trapdoor at the end that seems to lead downwards. And standing, crouched by the trapdoor and then turning around, is a small girl. She must be about 8 years old, and she is wearing a sort of a grey school uniform. And she turns around as you come forward, and she says, "Have you come to teach us? Have you come to teach us things?"
It's okay. We're here to save you, all right? Just take my hand. He reaches out. He reaches out with his hand. Don't worry. I'm here with adventurers. I'm here with adventurers. We're here to save you, darling. Just take my hand.
No, we're not.
You're so kind. Thank you. She reaches her tiny hands up to yours, and as she does, her fingers just extend outwards in long, shadowy tendrils to you that just swarm up and over your face, and down your throat, and in through your nostrils and your ears, as she just pours shadowy matter into you.
Dog busted trap, bitch!
I need you to make a will save for me, please.
All right.
This is all happening just off in the corridor.
I want to see
A
the
will
squid.
save.
Yes.
15.
A 15. Oh, good. She looks up at you and says, "Thank you for coming. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you can stay with me forever and ever." And as she steps back, she pulls the shadow away, and you see your own shadow just tear away from your body and pull up and just appear and just stand there in the wall next to her, looking around, confused. She reaches over and just takes it by the hand and just stands there looking back at you. The shadow looks down at her and then looks back at you with a purpose, and you start to hear a rumbling coming from the trapdoor behind. All of you in the school start to feel the floorboards beginning to shake underneath you. The shadow takes a purposeful step towards you, Drummond. And I'd like everyone to roll initiative right now.
Nice.
I thought you were just going to kill me and let them get on with it.
Hey, you might get out of
Should
this.
have known better. Right.
13 for Beelzeboob.
That is
Okay.
a 5 for Snoots. He's just too busy wanting to see the squid.
It's a 12 for Creevy McDuggan.
Shmee, 23.
Nice.
22,
Oh.
22, not 23.
Not so
22,
good then.
22.
I thought you were called Schleem.
That's his last name.
Oh, my bad. Of
Oh.
course.
What'd you get? Sorry, Ross, what'd you get?
Shleem.
I got a 13.
13. James, what'd you get?
I got 5.
5. Very nice.
10.
Drummond?
I got 10.
Isn't
10. Okay.
isn't a Schleem connected to a plumbus in a
Yeah,
very
it is
famous
from Adventure Time.
satirical
That is from
a
Rick and Morty.
cartoon?
Shleemy rubs the dingle pop over there.
Right.
Did you watch Rick
I
and Morty?
gave you
recently?
one of those for your birthday, didn't I, James?
You did. I have
Yeah.
a plumbus. It's over there on my mantelpiece.
Is it connected
Everyone
to the
has a
Schleem?
plumber
I don't know.
It is. It is. I polish it with my Schleem every morning. Every morning.
Colin Schleem is the Shmi Schleem is the first one to act as you hear these voices from around the corner and feel the rumbling of the floor underneath you.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I mean, there's not much he can, like. He doesn't know. Can I make a check to see? Because at the moment he can't see anything, can he? Really?
You can't. You could go to the end of the corridor and have a look down and see what's happening.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So I'll do that. And
Okay.
being lizard folk, I assume I have dark vision. So
I think you do. Yes.
So I'm going to go down to the corridor with my sling drawn. So I've got a sling drawn,
Very nice.
ready in an action here, just in case there's something there.
That's a very good plan. So you make your way to the edge, sling.
Is that one action?
That's one action to get to the end of the corridor and peer down it. You can see Drummond's character standing with his back to you, the angry Arctic elf. Horace, the angry Arctic elf, standing with his back to you in front of this little girl who is just stepping back. And out of the wall is stepping a three-dimensional shadow of Horace, which is stepping towards him. And as it's doing it, it is not drawing its club because Horace no longer has a club because Horace threw it away. So the shadow doesn't have a club.
Aha!
So
I've got literally nothing to kill anyone with. I left my stuff so that I could only heal. So fuck you, Dan.
Now, it maybe doesn't look quite so dangerous, but you can also see that the trapdoor behind is shaking and rumbling. What do you want to do?
Okay, I think I'm going to wait here with an action with my sling ready to go because I don't really know what to do at the moment. So
all right, you hold position and wait to find out what's going on. Well, speaking of people who always take action, Ross, it's Beelzeboob's go.
So we can't actually see Horatio's
if you spend one move, you can move to the you can see you'd be able to move to the intersection.
I will move to the intersection, and I want to see if there's any changes in his face or anything that he looks.
You can't see his face. He's got his back to you.
How far away is the shadow guy?
The shadow is 40 feet from you.
And is he in splash damage?
Not yet.
Okie dokie. How do you kill a shadow?
Yeah.
Take away the light, Ross. Take away the light.
Yeah, that's true. Someone's got a light, haven't they? I don't know. I'm going to hold my action to if anyone comes in. I'm going to hold my go and say if anyone comes any further than they are, then I'm going to throw a thunderstone.
Very nice idea. Okay.
The thunderstone.
It is the shadow Horace's go. The shadow steps forward and just reaches for Horace, reaches out his hands to try and grab Horace to keep him where he is. But unfortunately, he's Horace's stats, which is
defeated by his own incompetence.
Do you remember like in the 80s, if you're watching wrestling, when like Hulk Hogan would fight the Ultimate Warrior and they'd both like just run into each other and no one would go anywhere, and they're like, oh, this is like the opposite of that.
They're both
this is the
shit.
movable force meeting the resistible object. He goes ahead. He gets an 8, which I'm pretty sure is not going to be a hit. And then he's going to try again.
On me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is that? No, it's not gonna. Yeah. Well, you know because you've got my stats.
I have your sheet over here. That is another miss. And then that is a 12 is not a hit. No, he just flails at you and then just seems shocked at how absolutely ineffective in combat he is. The girl kind of looks to give it a bit of a side eye. At which point the trapdoor bursts open and a river of stinking sewage just seems to burst up from it and just starts to swell around Horace's legs and starts tugging at them. And you see him being pulled down by it. So we're going to go and add that into the initiative order because the sewage acts on its own round when it gets a go. So it's going to have a go at that initiative there. Okay, next person to act, Scott.
In it. Yeah, what'd you do?
Like it's just
sewage and shadows.
Just been as this has gone on, I've just been taking off in my mind the levels of nope. Like running off by yourself, nope. Shadow girl, nope. Fingers in the eyes, nope. sewage coming out, and there's just no like. Can I just run? Can we just run past? Like,
yeah, if you want, you can just
keep going past.
Running off.
I grab Snoots by the lapel and I go, "You see that? Fucking squids!" And I just take off. I just run as far away from this awful stuff as possible in a direction that I assume we were going when we entered this school.
Amazing.
This is a shit school, isn't it?
Hey!
Yay.
That's fun.
That's enough of that potty mouth. Right.
Thank you very much,
right.
Dangerlings.
I can tell you now, it is the river. It is the river of excrements go. It's the sewage's go. The sewage swells up on the corridor, and the floor starts to creak and crumble underneath it. It swirls around Horace, drags him by his ankles, and you are pulled, Horace, dragged down until you are up to your waist in this growing river of sewage that just pours up and rises up from the.
Sounds like what happened this morning. Sorry, carry on.
We should have had a deal with this then, Drum.
Yeah,
I do. Passive aggression, mate. Go on.
So you are submerged up to your waist in that, and it is the good news is it is now your go. You're up to your waist in ghost sewage.
Great.
In order to this, you can attempt an athletics check in order to try and pull yourself free from the river of sewage.
Okay.
To try and swim free.
Can I try and heal it?
Oh yeah, you can absolutely try and heal it.
Great.
Heal it of its pooness.
I'm going to try and make it feel better. That's what I want to do. I want to try and make make it feel better.
I mean, it's a
using
river
my
of
medical knowledge.
Imagine it just
Because I don't really believe in any of this.
Okay.
This hocus pocus, anyway.
You don't believe in shit?
No,
Shit
that's
could kill me.
just look,
No.
Scott. That's
Shit can't
bum
kill
hocus
you.
pocus.
All right?
That's just.
It's but hocus pocus. I don't believe in it, and I will not stand for it, and I'm going to make it feel better using my medical knowledge and my medicinal things that I have upon me, and that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it feel better.
It's all just David Crapperfield, isn't it? I mean, that's
Exactly.
basically.
All right, so go give you a medicine check to try and diagnose the
Okay, I'm gonna
feces.
die.
I can't believe I just said that sentence.
All dungules.
Okay. Right.
It would be amazing if it turns out that it was like someone trapped in there, and the only way it had to be healed.
All right.
Or that it's just a
That's a 21.
21.
You saved my life.
So good.
He's a good doctor. We'll give him that.
Me.
Imagine if he'd been
Hit
able to
me.
get to Horatio. Right, I can tell you that you successfully have a look at the river of excrement, and you're able to ascertain, medically speaking, a few things from it.
Okay.
One, it is moving in an unnatural way. Two, you are being dragged down by it by some unseen force. And three, whoever produced this had an awful lot of red meat in their diet.
So it looked like the man was going to be dragged under, and then he started, examining the shit. It was really amazing.
It's just when Beelzeboob was narrating this back, it'd be a Horace crawled through 300 yards of shit that day.
It's just, I think what you can see is Horace realizing that everything he's ever believed in his life is wrong and giving in to the shit. That's what's going to happen right now. His entire belief system is being crushed right now, and he can't take it, and he gives in, and he gets taken by it.
the river just envelops. Those of you who are sort of standing ready at the corner, Shmi and Beelzeboob, you just see Horace just enveloped by this river and just pulled down by it.
God.
Like
Give him a little
this,
thumbs up.
like this. Like this, he goes. Fuck you, world. You're not what I thought you were. Bye-bye. And that's it. That's
What
how
a
he
way
dies.
to go.
Yeah.
So
That's it.
you
He's dead.
survived
He's gone.
everything that life threw at you except confronting a river of shit in an old school, and that was it. That was like
Yeah, that was too much. That's too much.
That's the dark recess of my soul
Yeah.
right there.
You know, his entire family died. Didn't
Really?
mind.
Always
Got over
good.
that.
Does
But,
the trapdoor just close and then that's it?
As he sort of disappears, it continues to rise and starts to move along the corridor towards the rest of you. And the little girl looks at the shadow that is standing next to her, the shadow of Horace, that is all that remains of Horace, as they kind of rise up on the top of this tide next to it. And she turns and looks to it and then looks down the corridor and says, "Look, Horace, new friends." She sees all of you standing at the end of the corridor, and they just start to walk ever so slowly down towards it. We will drop out of initiative, unless any of you want to.
No, we're going to fucking run away.
Does anyone have lots and lots of towels? I mean, lots of towels that they're not using, because we need a lot of towels right now.
Well, there was one down, but don't worry, we'll be able to survive, I'm sure. Jem, stay close to me.
Let us run down this corridor. Goodbye.
Barrel through the school and down the corridor.
It's not what I expected to squid at all.
As you start running on, you run past classrooms. You start hearing the little girl's voice as you're running, saying, "Wait, don't go, don't go. We want to stay with you." As you run past, you see lots of tiny hands hammering against the windows of the classrooms as if they're trying to get out. As you start running, and the smell, the stench just rises from beneath you. The floorboards beneath you just seem soft under your feet as you start to run. I would like athletics checks from everybody to try and outrun this growing tide that is growing up behind you.
Okay.
Oh, good. Can I not use acrobatics?
Explain to me how you're going to use acrobatics.
I'm going to leap and bound like an acrobat.
just basically just naming the skill. That's
15 for Beelzebub.
15 for Beelzebub. That's all right for Beelzebub.
14 for Creevy.
14 for Creevy.
Am I leaping and bounding with acrobatics?
You're not leaping and bounding with acrobatics. We need athletics to try and run.
It's a 13.
It's a 13. All right, that's not too bad. Shmee, how's that going?
Do you know what? My rank's all right in this. I've got 5 points in it.
Okay, that's good. You got a good
I rolled
shot.
a 3.
No!
So I got the lowest roll. I got 8 points. Yeah.
As you as you get to the end, you all kind of burst out of the door. Beelzebub, followed by everyone else. Shmee, you are at the back of the group as everyone's going, and the excrement just starts to creep up the backs of your legs as you're running, and starts to just slow you down and pull you back. Fortunately, I believe as a lizard folk, you're actually quite a good swimmer, which should help in this situation.
That might help. Yeah, it might help.
Does he believe in shit, though? That's the key thing. Like, if you believe it or not.
The creature, the little girl, just steps around the corner as you're about to make your way out of the door, and just cuts off your escape and looks up at you as you run towards her. Do you want to do anything as you approach her? This is Shmee, so the rest of you have your running away from it. So let's get a reaction from Colin first.
Is she right beside me?
So she's right in front of you. You've got to effectively jump over her to get out.
Okay, well, can I try that?
Okay.
And that would be another athletics.
It's acrobatics to try and jump over her.
Is it? All right, wish me luck. Here we go.
Good luck, man.
8 again.
Oh, no.
Schleem.
Schleem. As you leap, your tail is just dragged back and you just fall flat on your face directly in front of her.
Please help me.
Your frills kind of stick out to the side for a moment, looking out at her. She looks down at you, and then the sides of her face just flip open as well, and she screams back at you. Her jaw opens in 3 places, and her huge shadowy tongue comes out of it and just wraps around you and paws down your neck. She pulls back, and your shadow pulls away from you. I would like a strength check to try and pull yourself free, an athletics check to try and pull yourself free from the river.
None of us are doing anything. We're just like, yep, see ya.
Nope.
Yeah, that was a 22.
A 22. You wrench
Yeah.
yourself free, covered in mess and sewage, and you just stagger past the little girl. And as you look down, you see your shadow is not following you. And as you make your way, run away from the building, you look back, and the little girl is just standing there, holding yours and Horace's shadows in each hand as she watches you. She lets go of them, and the two of them kind of just fly off into the night, and then she just disappears. And you are left, all of you, standing in the rain in the schoolyard, just panting and breathing.
You all have your shadows? Because
yes.
I no longer have my shadows. And
Shadows or shadow?
Shadows.
Well, it just makes you different, darling. I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, what use is
I
shadow?
like to be different. Do any of you have a baby wipe?
I don't.
A what?
Flushable ones, because I like to biodegrade. I do not want to clog up the drains.
Well, yes, it's very smelly, isn't it, in the Precipice Quarter?
Well, actually, I have a +1 to my inhaled threat, so it's not as bad for me.
Good.
It's good.
Listen, we need to get out of here. It is not safe.
That was terrible school. And I know schools
Yes?
of fish.
Aren't they shoes?
Schools of fish.
Shoes?
I am what you call old school, and I agree.
Shoals?
Schools. Why'd you keep just taking the words that I say and then changing them?
Say what they
These are
do.
weird traits of yours, I must say.
We must get out of this place. Yeah, we need to go across this courtyard and out on the other side.
At
I'm
which
sure.
point, a figure bursts into the scene. Drummond, who appears, and how do they suddenly thrust themselves upon the group?
Well, this character, this person, is holding appropriately. It's a broom that's covered in shit, and is sweeping, and bumps into them and goes, oh, hello there. What's going on, guys? You will see in front of you a hobgoblin, a tiny hobgoblin, the smallest of hobgoblins, only about 5 foot or so, with a sort of a bent back, one eye bigger than the other, a tiny mustache that looks like poo that's been smeared underneath his nose. He's got 3 hairs on the top of his head that, like, you know, on The Simpsons, you either have like strands of hair that are drawn like a line, or it's like part of your head. You know, like Bart Simpson's and Lisa's are part of your head, but Homer's is like lines. This is like part of his head, so it's almost like tendrils of hair that are like. He's only got 3 of them, and they go over his head, and they barely cover his head.
He just keeps saying parts of his head. It's just like...
Anyway, and he's very small, thin, hunched over, wearing rags, nothing on his feet at all. They're covered in shit. And he says,
Yeah, what are you doing here?
I work here. My name is Poopy Sweeps.
This has been abandoned for a long time. How long have you been working here?
Oh, I've been working here since it's been abandoned and beforehand.
What is your name again?
Poopy Sweeps.
Poopy Sweeps.
Yeah,
because you're literal, isn't it? Because you literally sweep poops.
Yes, that is correct.
Well, I love to see someone who's found their calling, darling. I mean, you were made for this job. I mean, you were literally made for this job.
That's true. In fact, I've had a lot more to do since the badness came.
Poopy Sweeps, it is not safe for you to be here. You must join us and get out of here, and you can sweep more poops if you want.
I mean, I've been fine so far.
All right, well, see you later.
Creevy looks back at Beelzeboob and looks back at this Poopy Sweeps and judging from everything that's happened to us so far, sees no reason as to why this weird shit-covered hobgoblin is not part of all the things that we've seen so far. Has nothing to convince him that this thing isn't here to murder us or eat us.
All right, well, you enjoy that. We're going to just go now, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
Darling.
Where are you going?
Well,
You
we're
can
leaving.
come with us if you want to come. It is okay.
Oh, come on, you little poopy fly. Come with us.
This is the first time anyone's invited me anywhere ever. Okay.
That was easy.
All right.
Feels
Do you
like
know
a
a way
Mighty
out?
Boosh character where it ends badly for Julian Barrett, doesn't it?
Do you know a way out of this school?
Well, yes, I do. Of course I do. I know every way out of the school. But just go this way, and I point to the way out.
Why have you never left then? There's a
It's my
demon
job.
girl around here with a space opens in 3 places.
What?
Keeps shadows and buries them in rivers of shit. Why have you never left?
But dear, look how much poop he had to sweep. I mean, it's literally coming up from the floor, darling. It's so much poop.
It's kind of defined me for my life, so...
What do you get paid?
In poop.
And where do you keep this poop?
Well, in the basement, darling, clearly. I mean, he's been getting for years.
Around the corner, I have my own poop house.
You'll have to gather all your
It
poop,
is a
my
house
friend.
made of the poop, or you have a house for the
No,
poop?
a house
I
for
don't
poop.
understand what you mean by a poop
It's
house.
it's a house that's made out of mud for poop. You keep the poop inside the mud.
Maybe
so
we should
quaint
move
and
on from
bijou.
this subject and leave.
Literally made a house for your poop. I'm speechless, love. I'm
Yep.
speechless. Now, should we go?
Yes,
Yes.
okay.
Lead the way.
Do you have any animals with you?
No.
No.
At all?
No.
Oh, how disappointing. Maybe there will be some on the way. Okay, I follow you.
Wait, no, sorry. I'm going to bite on that. That's a hook that's gone right in my cheek, okay? And I can feel the line tugging away. I have to know, if you're going to reel me in, why did you have to know if we had any animals with us?
I'm just a fan of the animals.
I don't intrinsically like that answer. Not one bit. That's weird, okay?
Yeah, the way you
He's got
said
a-
it was a bit weird.
Do you eat the
And
animals?
I know
That's
about
what you
speaking
want to do?
weird.
What do you mean? I've been trained to look after animals all of my life. I worked with the animals for my masters for many years, and when they would ask me to put them down, I would not put them down. I would keep them. That's what got me fired, and I ended up sweeping up in the pool.
You got fired
Well.
from doing a master's.
No,
That's joke.
You
no,
could
you
do
have to.
you could do a master's in poop these days. I mean, you can really like.
Well,
Look,
that
I
must
wonder
be
if-
really
animals off
something
my
to be proud
No
of.
wonder this school is in the fucking precipice quarters. Yes.
Must have been a real shitty degree, that. Hey, Salty optimism, nailed it.
Every character. No escape.
All right, look. Poopy Sweeps, you must show us the way out of this area.
Okay, I know the way. Follow me this way.
Okay,
We
we have
follow
a new
the
leader.
people.
I will follow him to my
No,
death.
no, I'm still the leader, but he's
Oh, I
showing us
don't
the
know.
way.
He sweeps poop. I mean, he's got his own house that he keeps poop in, and he loves animals. I think he's adorable. It's
I have
honestly-
Jam Jam, look.
In the
Beelzeboob.
kingdom of poop,
Oh, I do love
I'm
your
with the
little meat
broom is
boy.
king.
Just saying, Beelzeboob, you run a tight ship, lad. But this one, he survived down here in the demon shit darkness for out, good knows how long. He's bound to get us out. I'm sorry you've been outranked here, lad. You've got a skipper to the admiral now.
Yes, in the kingdom of the poop, the man with the broom is king.
Fine.
Hooray!
One day I will get my vengeance.
Something
Also,
of a royal flush, darling. Like,
Cut back to the club with the dwarves, and Jam Jam is just nodding and saying,
Yeah.
"And he did, he did."
My master's revenge is cold.
Yeah,
Right.
Meanwhile, in the precipice quarter, you make your way through the yard, through the remaining schoolyard, past the playground. As you make your way past it, you can see that the swings are just swinging by themselves.
don't worry about that. They just do that sometimes.
And as you have a look at Poopy Sweeps, you realise the first time that Poopy Sweeps has no shadow.
Be down in the schoolyard.
How have you not been attacked in this place?
What? Attacked? You make jokes for me.
Yeah.
Yes, darling.
Anyway, all
I
right.
have no shadow either. Where did your shadows go?
What? I don't know. What's a shadow?
I think we've chosen right in our leader. Right. What is a shadow? Who cares? Let's go.
And
There are no shadows in the darkness.
and as you make your way along, you look over at the playground, and you see the shadows. You see the shadows of Horace and Shmi on the swings, swinging next to each other. Both of them just turn and look at you, and their heads just rotate 180 degrees round behind them to look at you all as you pass, and then they hop down from the swings. And looking over the other way, you hear a brushing noise, and you see a shadow that looks like Poopy Sweeps walking along the path towards you, pushing a broom with a pile of something unseen and unspeakable in front of him. And as you look up at the gate on the way out of the schoolyard, you see the little girl just clawing her way up from between the cobblestones as she reforms out of filth into a sort of shadowy image in front of you. She says, "Why are you all leaving so soon? I thought we were going to play with each other." And they all rush towards you. Roll for initiative.
Ooh.
Natural
The
20.
Shadow of Poopy Sweeps sounds like a Victorian children's novel, to be honest.
25 for Beelzebub.
I'm rolling big numbers.
15 for Poopy.
25. Beelzebub's doing good. 15 for Poopy.
So 6 for Snoots.
Oh, Snoots.
Snoots.
Poopy and Snoots is quite a good name. Poopy Snoots works as a name. I like that.
8 for Creevy.
Creevy and Snoots are becoming fan favorites. This could get dangerous here. And Shmi no Shadow.
Shmi rolled a 10.
10 for Shmi. Let's sort it out. The first person to act is Beelzeboob Bigsby the third. So you are all standing in the playground together in one group. Directly in front of you, you've got the little girl who is standing in the gateway on the way out of the schoolyard. To your left, you've got the shadows of Shmi and Horace moving towards you. And to your right, you have got the shadow of Poopy Sweeps running towards you. What would you like to do, Beelzeboob?
I'm going to throw a thunderstone at the girl.
You throw a thunderstone at the little girl. How could you?
That's
a good noise.
7.
A 7 is so much a miss. You just hurl the thunderstone. Completely lands halfway between the two of you, lands on the floor and just goes off with a boom. You're not even totally sure that you were. The rest of you aren't even totally sure he was aiming at her. What do you want to do with your other 2 actions?
How many more agents have I got?
Burning through those reagents.
Yeah, I'm going to find a bottle. I'm going to throw another one. Why not?
All right.
Okay. That is a 24.
Nice.
A 24 is a hit.
Is it a critical?
It is not a critical hit.
Oh, go on.
Nah, I'm afraid not.
Why were you expecting any of us in a level 0 game to get like critical
I'm
hits?
not level 0.
What?
He's level 2, isn't he?
Plot armor, mate. Plot armor.
Not armor.
Right. Hold on. I've just got to get my D4 out.
I think we all engage the poopy sweeps mutiny and start just trying to kill Beelzeboob. Watch Dan have to work really hard to plot armor him back into the game.
So that is 2 points of sonic damage and 1 point of sonic splash damage. Oh wait, it didn't even. I think, and it says and the DC is 17. So is
DC 17 to not be deafened, I believe.
Cool.
That would be.
Yes.
So. It
We
is
were about to say
deafened.
2 points of Mario damage after that. Man.
You throw it and it just explodes. The kaboom! A huge cacophonous explosion goes off around the ghost girl, and she kind of shimmers for a moment. You see the ripples of the excrement that make up some of her body, just kind of shudder as she shakes her head and blinks, shocked by your explosion.
Dan, can I just ask? This is the monster you came up with the Dangerlings?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What is wrong with you? Like literally, like your little shadow girl made of poo. I mean, what?
Dangerlings, why? Why did you do this?
Why are you doing
why?
this to us?
I bet it was Stu Jackson, wasn't it?
More like Pooh Jackson, am I right?
Pooh Jackson.
Pooh Jackson.
Smells like poo.
It wasn't all Stu. Alakar's got some real something to answer for on that. It is called the Shade Siphon. Creature. It's a horrible creature.
It is a horrible creature. You've done well. You've done well.
I feel like there was a base of like shadowy stuff, creepy stuff, Jaws, and then someone was drunk in the chat and went, and make it just covered in shit. Riding a river of shit.
Just literally made of shit.
You guys went, yeah.
Join us Wednesday afternoon, 6 p.m. British time, live stream. It gets pretty wild. Sometimes we make shadowy, horrible monsters.
Join us next week, folks.
The last time we did a creation thing together on it, we made Basco Mops from Velda's backstory, who was himself a dung sweeper. So there is definitely a theme.
There's a theme.
By the way, I had no idea about any of that. There was like, a Poopy Sweeps. I brought him up as a character. I wasn't going to play Poopy Sweeps next, but because of all of this stuff, I thought he was on theme. Yeah,
it was good. Alakar's just messaged in the Discord, and she says that they say we had no hand in the poo part. That was all Dan.
Turns out what we suspected for years, Dan always has his hand in the poo part.
Yeah.
So, we know now. We know.
Dan Plonkson.
I must confess, some of that is linked to Tri-Towers Yard itself and the history of that, which we'll explain at a later date. But I want to get distracted from this fight because this is exciting. I want to see if we can wrap up Tri-Towers Yard before we have to end this stream. So let's jump over to Poopy Sweeps himself. Drummond, it's your go.
Poopy Sweeps is going to attack his own shadow.
Okay, go ahead, make an attack.
He's been fighting it for a long time. Can he whistle for his pet dog, his guard dog?
He can whistle for his dog.
Yeah, okay,
you whistle
so he goes like... I can't whistle, so... Which is what he does.
That's a very poopy whistle.
That's just the shit from your mustache just down into your mouth.
And a shitty guard dog comes running.
Highly trained, disgusting, filthy guard dog.
And I sick him on my own shadow and go, go on, boy, and kill my mirror image. That's what you've been trained for all this time.
Even though you didn't know what a shadow was, you've been training your poopy attack dog to kill a shadow.
I was deflecting.
The dog charges forward and attacks the shadow. It's effectively a minion, so it gets 2 actions. So it can move. It moves over to the shadow. It makes an attack. It has a +6 attack bonus. I'll let you roll that, Drummond.
So that'll be 14.
14 is a hit. Roll some damage. It does 1d4 plus 1 damage.
1d4 plus 1. Whoa! Crap! Hold on. Will be 3 points of damage.
Just 3 points. 3 points of damage. It just jumps up and just starts biting the leg of Poopy Sweeps. Poopy Sweeps goes oh, and starts wailing at it with his broom. You've got an action left. Do you want to do anything?
Okay. Well, yeah. Can I attack with my long spear as well?
Yes, you can. It is close enough.
Okay,
reach
all right.
with the long
so I go. Now have you, mirror guy, and try and shove my thing into him. Yep. Ooh, that is 18.
And 18's a hit. Roll some damage. 1d8 plus 2 damage for the long spear.
Wow. All right. Okay. Yeah. Hey, 10.
10. You spear your own shadow through the chest. It goes, oh, just melts to the ground as you hit it, and just flows along the floor and rejoins with you, and rejoins as your shadow. And as it does, you see the little girl just scream and recoil backwards, and you see some shadow stuff just go flying from her.
That's right. Poopa don't take no shit.
She seems to be harmed by that. Okay, we are going to go over. It's going to be one of the. Oh no, it was Poopy's ghost. Poopy's dead. It is Ghost Shmee's go. Ghost Shmee is going to go after James. It's going to go after one of. Someone's not had a death yet, so we're going to see how that goes. Where's Shmee? Shmee's over here. Okay. That is 19 on the die.
Well, that's a hit, love. That's a hit.
Hang on. We're just going to check it's not a critical hit. Is a 24 a critical hit? So is it 10 over your AC?
No.
Okay.
Not a critical hit.
It is just a boring, regular old hit.
I'm sorry. What AC is his spiky H&M advert wearing?
He's 15.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. He's doing all right. Yeah.
Some decent deck. So you
look, darling, look, it's not your fault. Get yourself one of these, love.
You take 6 points of damage, H&M, as it rends you with shadowy claws.
Oh,
Shmee comes at you. Right now, it's Horace's go. Horace is going to go after Beelzeboob.
Come on.
Horace wasn't a fan. Horace wasn't a fan of Beelzeboob.
Yeah, he didn't like Beelzeboob. However, Horace has no, as previously found out, has no weapons and gets a 7. Comes waving over, just waving his fists at Beelzeboob. But doesn't manage to
You
land.
might even try and heal him.
Starts examining your stool.
Kind of his way.
Shmee, it's your go.
Okay, which is the sort of nearest
one to you? You got either Horace or your own shadow. Are the nearest shadows to you.
I'm going to try and hit my own shadow.
Cool.
Oh, shadow! And I'm going to hit it with the sling.
Yeah, with the sling. All right.
Here we go.
All right.
That's a 6.
It's a 6. That is not going to be a hit, I'm afraid.
All right, so I'm going to try and hit it again.
All right.
I know it's a -5, but you know.
-4. It's an agile weapon, I think.
Well, that's the.
Oh no, it's not an agile weapon. It's -5.
It's like a 4.
Okay, that's a miss again.
And this is. I'm going to do another one.
All right, so you got -10 on this, so you need to get
-10 to this roll. Natural 20 or nothing, isn't it? Really?
It's pretty much, yeah.
All right. That was a 2.
You just send rocks just flying all around. None of them land anywhere.
Take this and take that and take this.
None of them land anywhere even vaguely close to where you want them to land.
Yeah.
Next up, it is Scott.
I think Creevy's losing a little bit now. He wants to go back to the cold embrace of the sea and the waters. What is it? There was 3 shadows.
So one of the shadows is dead. So you've got shadows of Horace and shadows of Shmee left. Or you've got the shadow girl herself who is blocking your exit.
Creevy's going to aim the crossbow at the Schleem ghost and go, there is only Horace's shadow and Schleem, and fire a crossbow bolt at that shadow.
Okay.
Oh, come on! I'm saying everything!
Oh.
Man. 7.
7. It sails past and off. Hits one of the swings.
I take an action to move away further back and to further quail in my rubbery suit of fear.
Continue doing a lot of quailing. Big quailer.
Legs in here.
James, what are you doing, darling?
Bad poopy squid. And I'm going to just chuck the flame dart I'm carrying in its face.
Okay.
It is a dragon spit, it is called.
Ah.
Excellent.
Can I throw it?
You can, yes. So this is which one is it? At the
Shmeez.
Ghost. Okay, go ahead. So yes, make an attack roll.
It would be my ranged attack.
It would be using your charisma modifier.
My charisma. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, it's 19.
19.
Yeah, 18 on the die.
18 on the die for a 19. That is a hit. Go ahead and roll some damage against Shmeez Shadow.
Is it a 1d4?
Produce
flame.
Produce flame, I think, is 1d4 plus
It's gonna
your
be
charisma mod. Yeah.
5 points of damage, darling. Boom! Take that.
5 points of damage.
Yes,
Nearly
max
kill it.
damage. And now I'm going to try and whip it with my scarf. Woof.
Whip it good.
Yes, there we go. This is where it goes wrong. 8.
8. Ain't no good. That ain't going to get him.
I'm going to try again. Why not?
All right, why not?
Scarf.
No.
No.
No crits yet. No crits.
Oh, darling, no crits. No, but
around. It's almost like a scarf is not an amazing weapon.
I mean, it's a bladed scarf. I like
who would have thought it could possibly be? You flail around, but you'll fire. You breathe some fire on it, and that does some damage. So that is good. It comes back around round 2. Beelzeboob, we're going long on this. We want to finish this fight before we end this stream. Beelzeboob.
I throw one of my bottles of lightning at the shadowy creatures.
All right. Which shadowy creature specifically? There are several. The shadowy Shleem.
No, actually, the one that fucking tried to kill me, the Horace.
Yeah. At Horace. You throw it. You step back and you throw it at Horace.
Oh, 21.
A 21 is definitely a hit.
That's 1 point of electricity damage and 1 electricity damage splash.
Okay, you cover it. It crackles with electricity as it staggers back. It doesn't get killed by that. Do you want to do anything else?
I will now hit it again with electricity damage. I've only got like 2 left and then have to do some mixing. All right. 15.
15's a hit.
Yeah. 2 points of electricity damage and 1 point of splash damage.
Oh, nearly killed, but not quite. Still standing.
And then I'm going to hit it with my... Can I take out a weapon or not?
Yeah, you can draw a weapon as an action.
Yeah, no, I draw my dagger.
Okay, you pull out your dagger, ready to fight. Poopy sweeps.
Oh, is it me?
It's
Christ,
you.
right. And who's left?
Who's left? So you've got the ghost of Horace and the ghost of Shmee. Or not the ghost, the shadows of them fighting. Fighting Beelzeboob.
I mean, it would only be fitting that my new character should try to kill my old character. So Poopy Sweeps will set his guard dog upon Horace.
The guard dog runs over after Horace. D20
look like
plus
a bad
6.
character and a bad accent. Go, get him, take him out.
What am I doing?
D20 plus 6 to hit.
Okay, 16.
16 is a hit. Go ahead and roll some damage. 1d4 plus 1 piercing damage.
That's 5.
5 points of damage. And you kill the ghost of Horace.
Yay!
The ghost just shreds. However, it has no one to go back to, so it just shreds into pieces, and the shadow just dissipates and disappears into the growing darkness around the schoolyard. The girl screams again and staggers back as she takes some more damage from having her shadows destroyed.
I've got some more goes, though, right?
You've got one action left. Commanding the dog is 2
actions.
Well,
I'll use the long spear then against whoever else is left.
So unfortunately, you'll need to move because you're on the other side of the end. So you can move up to join everyone else.
Okay, so yeah, I'll join everyone else and go like, hey, new pals, need any help?
Yes. Yes, darling.
Yes.
Shadow Shmee has a go. Shadow Shmee makes a move action to move over to Creevy. and then is going to go ahead and take an attack with Creevy. That is a 21. Oof.
Come on there. I take you right back with me. You're going to be my Moby Dick. Oh, yeah, it's definitely hit. Definitely hit.
You take 5 points of damage as the claws rake across your face. Razor sharp.
Right. I'm being keelhauled, lads. They're going to get me. They're going to drag me back down to some bastard's locker.
And it's going to attempt one more attack. It's got one last
No, don't.
It's only a 9. You're safe on that one. It's had its go. The little girl takes her action. She starts walking towards all of you and says, "Why won't you stay with me? Why won't you stay?" And her fingers just grow into long, shadowy tendrils, and she lashes out. She's going to lash out at James.
I knew you were going to pick on me, darling. I just knew it.
Oh, that I'm picturing her as Willow. Is that terrible?
Oh my god!
To be fair, mate, I think we're all picturing as Willow.
Will you play with me?
Why won't you play with me?
I can't hear you, Daddy.
Sorry, carry on.
We're all a bit afraid of Willow, I think. Deep down. That's a 23 to hit.
No, it doesn't hit me. Yeah, it does hit me. Yes, it hits
All
me,
right.
darling.
You should be all right on this.
I don't think so.
Hey, you take 9 points of damage.
Oh,
Picks you
down.
up the shadows and just smashes you into the ground.
Ow. I'm still just about alive. So, well, not alive, but, I'm not dead, killed outright. Nearly.
Nearly, yeah. Nearly didn't have to use the massive damage rules. That's encouraging.
Yeah, but I am down.
You'll go.
Shmees go. All right. I'm going to try and sling him again. Sling my own sling,
Who are you slinging at? Are you slinging at Horace, or are you slinging at you'll go at Shmee or at the girl?
I'm going to sling at the girl. Because I think maybe if we take if we sling the girl, then the girl might. Wolfgang, every time you start speaking, they can't hear me again.
Sorry, I was just saying Schleem when you say Schling, because I think it should be a thing. Sorry.
Yeah. Not on this platform.
Come on, Schleem. Schleem.
I'm going to
Just get on with it.
Schling. Here we go. Yeah. 17.
17's a hit.
Yeah. All right.
The
I
bullet
didn't think I was
hits
going
the
to hit.
little girl.
That's 1d6 points of damage. Here we go. That's a 1.
No.
1.
Oh God.
Nice.
Okay, here we go. 1 point of damage. Here we go again. Let's do another shot. This is minus
you
4,
can do it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a natural 1.
Okay, that is a fumble. We finally
I'm
get.
going to hit myself in the face.
Let's go ahead and draw ourselves a little fumble card from the
We're
deck.
going to take a break of 4 to 5 days there for Dan to post that to Colin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What is it?
Pinch your finger. You take 1d6 persistent bleed damage.
Jeez.
So Shmee takes 1d6 points of damage, which is
roll for me
by pinching his finger.
Go on, I'll let you roll.
Well, he must have sort of pinched his finger.
Yeah. What's the
You
bet? I
swing
get
the
a
bolt,
6
it
this
hits
time.
you right between the eyes, dealing
4 points of damage.
same as what I rolled. There you go. You take 4 points of damage, and
All right.
blood just starts pouring from a crack in your head. If you don't receive medical attention very soon, within a round, you will probably bleed to death.
Now, can I do medicine on myself?
Yes, you can.
All right, I've got battle medicine.
Okay, that is a single action. So yeah,
And
that's a good
single
thing.
action. Yeah. So
Go
what do
ahead
I,
and-
what do I roll for that?
You make a medicine check to use
Okay, cool.
battle medicine.
Medicine check.
until-
Here we go. 21.
21, that's enough. So you heal. You get some hit points back. From exactly how many it is. So you treat wounds on yourself, and you stop the bleeding, so you are all right.
Okay.
So that's good, and you get some hit points back as well.
1d6.
Say 1d6. Yeah, go ahead. Give yourself 1d6.
I rolled a 6, but I can only get 4 back. So.
Okay, so that's fine. You're back to full hit points. That's nice.
Boom.
Very good. It's actually way more, but yeah, you're fine. It's d8s, but yeah, you're back on full hit points. You're feeling good. Things are starting to turn around for you. Apart from the fact that you created yourself, and you got an action. Oh no, that was your last action doing that.
Was my last one, yeah.
So let's not worry about that. Creevy.
Something's trying to kill me, isn't it? Is it a shadow, right?
It is. It's the shadow of Shmee.
Shmee.
Nice. A Peter Pan reference.
Yeah.
Yes, mate. Yes.
I felt it was appropriate. I'm just gonna, as a Peldar, I'm just gonna wail on it with my crossbow. Is that all right?
Oh my god! Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
I've got actually. Would you allow me to use the heavy crossbow as an improvised weapon, or should I use my clan dagger instead?
Your clan dagger is certainly going to do more damage.
All right, let me have a little cut and slice. Back ye salty bastards! Back to the waves with a 10.
A 10, no good.
Then I'll do it again. Right. I'll not go down this way. You'll not take me. You'll ha 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 with a 9.
9, no.
And one more time. This not be the way that I go out. I'm going to slip out the jaws of death. I've seen worse than you. It's a 1.
A natural 1 or just
No, it's an 11 with a -10 thing. So actually, it's more like 3.
A tremendous effort there. Shadow Shmee is turning into a deadly enemy.
Yeah, man.
You don't seem to get it, James. I need a DC 11 flat check to try and stabilize, try and recover. You're dying 1 at the moment.
Nope.
You're now dying 2.
Dying 2.
Oh dear.
Bleeding all over my scarf. I hope you realise this.
Back to the
Well, surely you're using the scarf to stop the
Well, I'm sort of unconscious, really, but yeah.
Beelzeboob.
I'm going to stab that man. Shadow. Oh, it's a 19 on the die, so that is 26 with my dagger.
26 is a critical hit for double damage. So roll your damage and double it.
That's 2 on the die, so 4 plus 3 is maths.
7.
Yeah, dabba-do.
You 7 points of damage. You plunge your dagger into the shadow of Shmee, and it just explodes and reforms around Shmee himself. The girl screams and just tumbles to her knee, to one knee, as shadow stuff begins pouring off her. She looks visibly diminished as she struggles to pull herself back up to her feet. You have 2 actions left.
There's just Shleem's left, isn't he?
No, there's the real Shleem left.
Oh, okay.
All the shadows are gone.
They're gone. Okay, I got to go over to her and stab her in the face.
Okay.
It's an agile weapon, so I don't get it's a -4, right?
-4 rather than -5, yeah.
Oh.
Beelzeboob! Beelzeboob!
Yeah?
Looks like you killed the real Slim Shade.
No, I was going to do that one. God damn it. Yeah.
That was an 8 to hit.
I was going to ask. I was waiting for the finish to be like, was that the real Slim Shady?
Guess who's back?
No.
And then I'm going to try and get a natural 20. So it has to be a natural 20, or can
it doesn't have to be a natural 20, but you got -10. You get all your bonuses, and then you got -10 on top of it.
So it is a 17.
17 total with all.
Yeah, because I rolled 18. So that's -10. Yeah, which is 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and then I get a +7.
A +7 to attack. That doesn't sound right.
You can ask Path Builder at the app that does it automatically for you on my level 2 alchemist. Thank you.
Shout out Path Builder. Big up Path Builder.
Yeah.
Plus 2D. All right, go ahead. Roll some dagger damage.
Yes.
I'm not going to refute Path Builder. And honestly, you guys need a win.
That's 6 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Nice.
That is an absurd amount. What's your strength bonus?
It's +3. 16.
Strong, big, strong boy.
Yeah.
Okay, you plunge your dagger into the tiny girl, and she just screams and just starts trying to grab at your hand as the dagger's on it. Poopy sweeps.
She's not dead yet.
She's not quite dead yet.
Well, then obviously set my dog on and do my spear. Same thing. I'm gonna do
All
the
right,
same thing.
you're over there now. So
Yeah.
The dog takes a go.
The dog has to go first.
Every dog has his day.
Jesus, man. What am I adding to this?
6.
25.
25 is a hit.
Nice.
So 4.
4 points of damage.
Yeah.
Before we do this, can you give this dog a name?
Snoop.
Snoop Dog.
Snoop Poopy Dog.
Snoop Poop Dog.
Yeah.
Snoop Poop Dog
Poopy Dog
kills the Shade Siphon.
Yeah.
Created by the Dangerlings. The dog just jumps on her as she turns to it and just goes, "Play with me!" And the dog just buries her into the ground and just shakes around until he comes back up, and there's just some filth dripping from his mouth, and all sign of the girl is gone. There's a booming from the school, and the doors stop rattling in their hinges, and the schoolyard goes quiet, and Beelzeboob and your group are able to make your way staggering out of the schoolyard. Oh, should we save?
You could help me, darling.
Does anyone want to help James?
Nope. I mean, I can't.
There'd be nothing you can do.
What do we have to do?
There'd be nothing you can do now. It's all up to the waves now.
Is there anything they can do? I think it's just a medicine check, isn't it?
It's a medicine check
at
to try and
all you can do.
stabilize.
I've got -1. I've got -1. Do you want me to try and put poop into your wounds?
No,
I don't want to put poop in your wounds.
Make your
If
go ahead,
anyone's got-
James. Make your stabilize check yourself. So it's now DC 12.
No. Is it
That's a
just
fail.
flat roll, isn't it?
Just flat roll.
Flat roll.
So
No,
fail, you're
I'll
now
do it.
dying 3.
I will do a medicine check, but there is no.
I just go past. I salute to Beelzeboob, knowing what he wanted as my captain. I load my crossbow and I just plug the crossbow bolt into the body of Snoots, just to put him out of his misery.
Oh wow!
Oh my god!
Is it?
As you go to bed, Creevy walks over and just plugs a crossbow bolt into Snoops.
Good night, fair prince.
Was literally about to do a medicine check.
Oh my
literally
god!
go
You
to
were
the
saying
body
no.
and like,
You said you couldn't do it.
No,
I
he was doing a medicine
joking,
check.
obviously.
Like
I was
literally, you
just
stepped in
like-
front of me.
Oh.
Too late now. Too late now.
Hey,
Right,
make
it's done,
make
it's
the
done.
medicine check. Let's see what it would have been.
Yeah.
What you want to
This is
see?
what
What
you
we would have
could've
won?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make the medicine check, Colin. Tell us what you would have got.
Medicine check would have been 11. So it
11.
wasn't
That would have been a big old fail.
Shall I see if I made one last stabilize?
Yeah, go on. DC 13.
Natural one.
Oh,
His time had come.
Fate's
However,
commanded it.
Bye,
however
darling.
you slice it.
Bye,
Snoops
darling.
is
Toodaloo, darlings. Toodaloo. Shuffling off to the great H&M in the sky.
As the
I'm gonna-
survivors make their way out of the school towards some sinister-looking gardens that lie between them and the tower of Beldrin. And that is where we are going to leave the live stream portion of our adventure. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us here at Paizocon for this journey. If you want to hear more of the Danger Club, you find us at dangerclubpodcast.com. You can find us on all of the social medias as Danger Club Podcast or Danger Club Pod on Twitter. You can see all sorts of ramblings. You can find over 100 episodes of these sort of adventures. And if you want to hear these adventures, you're going to hear them coming out as part of the Danger Club. In a couple of weeks' time, there'll be the next ones in our Lockdown Legends. And indeed, you'll be able to hear the episodes we're going to record off air once we've left this stream, finishing this story. So we're going to find out what happens to this gang of reprobates. Will they ever make it to the tower? But either way, thank you so much, all of you, for joining us. Thank you for spreading the word about this podcast. Thank you for making enough noise that Paizo were kind enough to have us here as part of Paizocon. Oh my God, this image is going to haunt me forever. Next year, we're going to be back at Paizocon in some form online, and we will hopefully be even bigger. Hopefully, we'll have an even bigger slot on the bill. Please keep bigging us up. Keep telling people about this podcast, not specifically this terrible part here where everyone's licking the camera, because I'm never going to sleep again after this. But all of you, take care. Enjoy the rest of Paizocon, and we will see you back on Monday night for more Danger Club action. Bye.
Bye,
Goodbye, everybody.
Awkward ending. Awkward Zoom call end while James cancels the
Facebook.
feed.
Cancel.
Instagram.